Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. A great day. We've used the drama in the markets to calm the nerves. There's no nerves here. Completely relaxed, completely calm to hit all-time highs. I've never had $45,000 in my account without margin. I've been higher with $50,000 of margin, but I cleared my margin off in December, as you know. So this is all my real money, no margin, no loans, no car loans, no mortgages, no overdrafts, nothing. Just cash on the line. And today it's hit a new time high, 45,000. It might have just dropped in the last few minutes. No, there it is, right on the button, 45,000. We may lose a little bit, but I think it will go up into the close. Very, very happy. That is my all-time high on my account, all my accounts together. Plus, of course, I've got my crypto as well. That's doing well. So it's good. Despite everything going on in the markets today, there are still opportunities. Always opportunities in the market to make money. Always, as long as you're calm, relaxed, and just completely happy and good. I'm very excited. It's very nice. I've never seen $45,000 in my portfolio complete without margin. So there we go, new all-time record. How did we do it? Well, this morning on my Roth IRA, look here, I bought Coca-Cola, a couple more shares of Coca-Cola in my Roth. I've now got 36 shares, and as you can see, it's green today. Overall, I'm just down very slightly. VU as well, the S&P, I bought one more share of VU at a low point this morning, and that is now up. So there you go. You can see why I'm up. Amazon is up overall. Coinbase is up, and you can see what the rest are there. But there you go. Sound is weird on TikTok. Oh, hang on a minute. Why does this keep happening? Bear with me. Is that better over on TikTok? Is that better? I don't know why it wasn't plugged in properly. I've had this now the last few days. I don't know why. But Ali, is that better now? Let me know. Thank you very much indeed. Sorry about that. All right, so there you go. Very exciting. That's better. Good. Thank you very much. Plug the microphone in. It does make a difference if you plug the microphone in, doesn't it? There you go. I don't know why it's happening. It's been happening the last few days. Anyway, so there we go. Let's get straight back to our positions and let's go through everything now this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are around the world. It's all about being calm, happy, relaxed, with no stress at all. And as you can see, we've got 93 days to go to 1 million views. And by the end of the year, we should be at 10,000 subscribers. We're on target. We're holding our targets. We're not losing anything, so we're all good. Right, let's go through our positions. If you've just tuned in today, please consider subscribing to the channel and give us your support with a thumbs up. If you give us a support with your thumbs up, that will make all the difference. All right, there you go. Smash the thumbs up. There it is on the screen right now. Okay, let's go. Let me just make a slight adjustment there. There we go. Let me just unlock that. I've had to make some adjustments this afternoon, and hopefully, there you go. Hopefully that will work. There we go. Lock that again. Right. There we go. There's been some upgrades to our system, so we've had a few alterations this afternoon. All right, Mullen. Now then, we are down slightly on it. We didn't buy it when it went down. I said I'm only going to buy it if it goes to 10. Because it's only it really is a gamble, completely a gamble, so there we go. Let's look at Virgin Galactic. Still see it going to $3. It's just 11.78 away now from where I want to buy more. Not going to buy any more yet. The S&P is coming up, still down today, but I've lowered my averages, so I'm fine with that. Bank of America has had a nice bounce back today. That's every day now, bouncing up 4%. Virgin Orbit is now about to break $1. Now, it used to have a bigger impact on my portfolio doesn't do so much now because I'm reducing the impact onto my portfolio by buying more of the S&P, J&J, Coca-Cola, stuff like that. So it's having less of an effect, and that's the idea. Keep reducing its impact rather than buying more. Reduce its impact to my portfolio. So if it does go to zero, it won't destroy my account. Rivian is down 1.29. Tesla is down 1.98. I want to buy Tesla at 150, 140. Lucid is down 1.9 today as well. Apple is doing very well on those cutbacks. It's going to make more money. It's not good for the economy, of course, but it is good for shareholders. At the end of the day, we're here as shareholders, right? That's what we're here for. Mike, Ali Who, here we go. Ali Who in Love Island. Thank you very much, Mike. Space at 450 would tempt me, but I will wait. Jeffrey, it's not for me yet. I'm bullish on it. I don't know if you've actually heard that I am prepared to buy up to $1 million worth of Virgin Galactic if I earn $1 million from the Virgin Galactic single. There is the Virgin Galactic song. If you play that and loop it around, the more money it earns every time it gets watched, it earns a cent. Share it on your social media. It promotes the stock. And as I earn money from it, I will buy it. I will spend it all on Virgin Galactic. That video has only been out about a week. It's earned $30 so far on YouTube, and I've spent the $30 on Virgin Galactic. So if you want me to buy up to $1 million worth of Virgin Galactic, you know what to do. All right, I'm waiting for a rival to drop to 0.13, 13 cents. It's all getting a bit silly now, isn't it? It's all getting a bit silly. Virgin Orbit, Rivian down 1.32. Tesla, Lucid, we've discussed all this. Apple, yeah, we've looked at that. Amazon's had a good day. I'm still down 4% over my overall position, but I'm not buying any more at the moment. I'm spending it on the Roth IRA instead. That's what I'm doing, because I'm getting the match on the Roth IRA. Once the Roth IRA is maxed out, which it will be in maybe a month's time. I should maybe 2 months' time. I'll be nearly a year ahead because I've got until April 24 to do my 23 Roth IRA. So that'll be good. I can then start putting all my money into my main brokerage, earning 4% in cash. So there we go. So if you've just tuned in, we are celebrating today because I have hit an all-time high. An all-time high on my account. I'm very, very, very excited. I've never had without margin $45,000. Here is my brokerage account. Here is my Roth IRA, and 45.71. That's the highest I've ever been without margin. I've been slightly higher with margin, but that doesn't really count because it wasn't my money, right? Okay. So, very simple strategy. Only buy companies that make money. Add some speculative stocks to your portfolio, but essentially you're just keeping the quality stocks as a majority. You're buying them when they go down. You never buy anything when it goes up. And you always try to find your all-time low prices. And I bought Coca-Cola today at my all-time low. I can't buy it for $1 like Warren Buffett did 50 years ago. But we can sometimes buy it for all-time lows. We can sometimes do that. I need to clean my ears out, as I thought you said you have bought the IRA. It's an IRA, yes. It's not the IRA you're thinking about, no. It's my pension here on Robinhood. There you go. J&J is up today, 0.04. And Real Ray, it's lovely to see you here on the channel. How are you? Wonderful to have you here. Real Ray is in the room. Not seen Real Ray for a while. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the show. We've got some new guests in here today. New members. Jeffrey Diamond just joined a few days ago. Wise plan. I do that too. Quality and a little bit of spec. Absolutely. And just be patient. Take drama off the table. And when everyone is selling, you're buying. There's no fear. There's no fear. It's not about today or tomorrow. It's about years from now. That's what it's all about. Okay. Let's have a little look. There we go. We're breaking records. My estimation is we are going to be considerably green by the end of the session. We've got an hour to go. I went early because I wanted to share this with you as it was happening. So there we go. We could end up at 45,500 by the end of the session, actually. I wouldn't be surprised because I've been able to buy some dips and it's making a big difference in my portfolio. There we go. We could reach 50,000. I've dreamed of doing that. That's halfway to my target for this year. And I've just been buying the dips now for a year and a half. Let's not forget that I'm still 42 grand down. But remember, like I've said, and I want to explain that to anybody that's new today, if we look at my all-time position, I've said this time and time again, I have no fear or stress or whatsoever, and I'm going to simplify this, really simple. When I first started, I went, so look, overall, I put like 77 grand in, if you look in my brokerage account, plus about 10 grand. So I've invested about 87 grand, nearly 100 grand now, and I'm down 41 on my brokerage account. But remember, I've earned money on YouTube. I went at the worst time in history, and when everybody was, looking to invest. So I started going live, and all I ever did was lose money. But to simplify it, I had 100 shares at $10. I've now got 1 million shares at $1. So yet, I haven't realized the benefits of buying on the way down, but that time is coming. I've been digging the ditches for a year and a half, taking the pain, and sooner or later, it's going to start going the other way. It's just a matter of time. Fear index is an all-time high, which is what, again, great. Fear index. Let everybody sell everything. Great. I'll just keep buying the all-time lows. Nothing wrong with doing that. The biggest investment you make is in yourself. Keep investing in yourself. Morning, Jeff. Good morning. Opportunity to sell. Pump on rumors. CS will be saved. Opportunity to sell. Pump on rumors. CS will be saved. What is CS? 22. Evening, Britmark. Sell off Reaper drone stocks. Sell off all Reaper drone stocks. Oh, yeah, Real Ray. I see what you kept getting at now. Same like me. Started investing in October 2021. So there you go. You all know. Yeah, exactly. Right at the top of the tree. But the thing is, Kid Akazi, it's not how hard you can punch, it's how many punches you can take. If you can keep taking the punches and never being knocked down, eventually you wear your opponent out. Eventually you'll be left standing. When everybody is sold out and given up, you'll be in. As long as you're not selling for losses and decreasing your capital all the time. And I did for the first 6 months, and I even did in December. I sold many shares that were down by a long way. But it was the right thing to do because I was in margin, and the margin was costing me about $250, $300 a month. By now it would have been $300 a month with the interest rates going up, just to lose money. So I walked away and accepted I'd learned the lesson. Do not use margin. If you can't make money out of your own money, you have no place on the stock market. I'm not saying you can't use margin. I'm not saying no one should use margin. But for me, I won't be using it ever again. I don't see any point. If you can't make money out of your own money, why on earth do you think you can make money out of somebody else's money? It makes no sense to me. Anyway, this is the only reason the market has popped. Switzerland holds talks on options to stabilize Credit Suisse. There we go. Well, whatever reason, we sold off because of the news. We've bought back because of the news. So if you bought the dip, great. If it goes further down, great. I'll buy some more. I should have some money tomorrow. It's slowly dripping through into my Roth because you can't send more than 1,000 at a time. And by the 21st, I will have another 1,000. So I might have another $1,500 in the next week. And then, of course, on the 22nd, we have, of course, Jerome Powell. And I wouldn't want his job for all the tea in China. No one knows where we're going. My brother has just been called into work from his leave. It's all going to kick off with Russia. Ali Isles, tell us more. Ali, I'm going to open up the broadcast lounge. We know you have a brother involved in the army. So let me open up the broadcast lounge. This is for all members. If anybody wants to call in, I'm going to open up the broadcast lounge now. Mute site for a moment. There we go. The broadcast lounge is open. If anybody wants to call in, any of my members, you can call in and be on the show. All right, Mr. Lucas, I bought more mullen. I am cost average at 1360, 700,000 shares. Oh my God. Unbelievable. So there you go. I've got my 620 shares and I said I will double it. I'll buy another $100 when it goes to around about 10. That's it. It's no more than a lottery ticket and I will hold it and we shall see where it goes. Now, Credit Suisse. Oh, sorry, CS. Thank you, Credit Suisse. Yeah, we reported Credit Suisse this morning on the show. Of course, all kinds of bother there. VIX Fear Index is nowhere near all-time high. It's 20 odd. Has been 80 before. Who was it who said it was an all-time high? Let me read who said that. Kidakazi, Fear Index is at an all-time high. Remember, I cannot verify what my non-members say. We don't know who people are unless they have a badge that they're verified. Could be bots, could be anybody. We've no idea. I'm just reading the comments. 22, thank you for correcting that. Thank you for correcting that. Please look at the Mullen chart. We are looking at Mullen now for you, Mohammed. It's advanced during the day. Patience is a difficult skill to learn. I've got infinite patience. Infinite patience. It's why I am here 10 hours a day, up to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, have been for a year and a half. I'm not going anywhere. I'm very proud of growing this YouTube channel, and I hope it's becomes the most honest, real YouTube channel in the world. That is my aim. That is exactly why I started it. Okay. Jeffrey, good morning to you, says Jeffrey to Siddhartha. I have learned a lot. Now, best way is to average your stocks. It's the only way. You can't time the market. You can't beat the market. You're trying to beat the people that are manipulating the market with more information than you'll ever have. Inside information, corruption, you name it, it goes on. Don't even try to beat the market. Don't try to time the market. The most important thing you invest in is yourself, your discipline, your attitude, and the ability to earn money to invest in the first place. And I didn't start investing until I paid my mortgage off, car loan, because if you're paying 27% on a credit card, you shouldn't even be in the stock market. It's all about patience and discipline. Everybody wants to get on and become rich overnight, and some people get lucky. But then so do people who go to a casino. It's not what it's all about, is it? Ali, I agree. Russia has done the wrong thing this time. Are we talking about the drone now? I'd like to get some more information on that. Let me look on Sky News right now. I'm going to keep my eye on Sky News and also Bloomberg, and if I get any information, I will bring it to you. Okay, I'm going to watch Sky News. We've got that running now. His pager went off and he had to call his CO, is that company officer or commissioned officer? He had to be at work within an hour. Ali Isles, thank you for that. Are we crashing? Are we crashing? Alex, no, I am at an all-time high. Virgin Galactic is, I'm afraid. No surprise. I've been saying it for weeks. It's going to $3. I'm not buying it until it does. But no, my portfolio bottomed in December. I've been saying that now for nearly 4 months. And here is my portfolio. It might have just fallen off 45,000, which for me is an all-time high. There's my main account. There's my Roth. Yeah, we just dropped $45. We were nearly 100 over the 45, which is an all-time high for me. So I'm very happy with my portfolio. I think we're going to rise into the close, but I do see a lot of fear and worry coming up to Jerome Powell speaking on the 22nd. So I'm preparing for that, buying nothing on the way up, just catching stuff that goes to my all-time lows, or at least to a low that will bring my average down. Sold at a big part of my VORB at a loss, of course. Sometimes it's right to sell for a loss. I've done it with Virgin Galactic many times. I bought at $35. I know what it feels like, but I feel the money in it is better served elsewhere. That is the best way to explain it. That's exactly how I see it. If the investment you made in a stock is down, you can't change that. That's just the way it is. You have to put your big boy pants on and go, it's down. And if you now think the stock isn't going to recover, it's at too much risk, it could go lower, it could go to zero, and all these things, then you are right, because you sell, you take the money you've got, you put it in something else that you think is going to go up, and you can get your money back. Remember, it's only over when you walk away and you sell all your shares and you call it curtains. As long as you're in, you haven't lost anything. If you sell and move to something else, then that can be the right thing to do. Absolutely right. Nothing wrong. Some people don't like selling when they're down. They just think, no, I don't want to sell when I'm down. No one likes doing it, but it can be the right thing to do. Anyway, you're spot on there. In ARDX at 172 back in November. Nice one, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, remind me, when did you join our channel? Was it last couple of days? I think you're new, aren't you? Stephen Lewandowski. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, Steve. Hi, Steve. Hi, Mike. Reading all the comments out. Mr. Lucas, do you shave your own head? I don't shave it. Look, there's a bit of hair there. It's a half a grade. Yes, I do. I've got a pair of clippers. My wife checks it because I always miss a bit at the back, and she just does that bit there. But essentially, yeah, I do my own hair. Why? Does it look like I do? Does it look bad? Anyway, Swiss Parliament, no state aid for Credit Suisse. Expect a drop now. Okay, well, if it drops, I shall just get another discount. Companies that are never going to go bust, never going to go anywhere. Commanding officer, the governor. There we go. Did I say commanding officer? No, I said commissioning officer, didn't I? Swiss General Bank will provide liquidity. The market doesn't know what to do. Market can run around. I don't care. I'm ready whichever way it goes. Can all the stocks go to zero? Can all the stocks go to zero? No. Any company can go bankrupt, but I want to make a point. If you own a company, let's say, for example, you own Mullen, and Mullen gets taken over by the receivers, by the bankruptcy court. The stock doesn't go to zero. What will happen is the receivers move on in and claim the assets, and there'll be some money divided up to the shareholders. Let's say it's 1 cent a share. I don't know. But it never actually will go to zero. They will call a day, there'll be assets there, there'll be value there, and it will be divided up. You won't get very much. But it's why my favourite stock, and it's the favourite of Warren Buffett, is the S&P 500. Because 500 of the constantly revolving best companies in the world are in that index. So let's say, for example, Tesla suddenly goes to zero, like we just said, it can't go to zero. But let's say Tesla suddenly doesn't live up to the standards of the S&P. The management that run the S&P will go, Tesla doesn't make any money, it's too small, it's losing money, it's run badly, blah, blah, blah. It'll be taken out. And another company that does better than them will replace them. So you are constantly replacing the bad with the better. And I like to use better, not the good. The better. So you are always guaranteed in the future to be up from where you are now. Now, if If you think that the economy is going to go down and down and down forever, after it's done that for a few years, done it for a year and a half now, people would think that the system is broken and investing is now not investing at all. The very language is it's not investing anymore. It's just setting fire to your money. All right? Then the system is broken. That isn't happening here. That isn't going to happen, because we live in a world where people want to save and invest. So the market won't just keep coming down forever and ever and ever and ever. Individual companies can, but not the overall market, because there'd be no point investing anymore. The Fed will step in, print money, do whatever's necessary to bring the markets back up again. Otherwise, there's no pension system, there's no saving system, there's no banking system. We all go back to the dark ages. And if we all go back to the dark ages, who the hell cares what's on your portfolio anyway? So you might as well continue to be positive, continually investing, continually staying in the market, and you will win. If you've got patience and you are prepared to give it time. That's it. The gains are yours only when you take them out, indeed. 2 days ago, I thought you were new. Yes, welcome to the family. Where are you from? Was it California, wasn't it? I think it was California. Swiss Member of Parliament Thomas Matter. There is currently no discussion of state aid for Credit Suisse. We heard that this morning, indeed. Swiss MP Matter, to assist Credit Suisse, the Swiss Central Bank would provide liquidity in exchange for collateral. Martin, how many total shares of Coke do you have? Are you going to try and beat me, are you? Go on then, let's have a game. I love those sort of games. Right, Coca-Cola, I have 36 in my Roth IRA, and I have 32. So 68 shares in total. I have 68 shares in total. I'm up on my brokerage account, and I'm very slightly down on my Roth IRA. Extremely slightly, $2.76. Does that answer your question? Fed won't let the big US banks fail. I took a small position on yesterday's dips. Yeah, I was looking at it. I think you should own a bank. It makes sense to me. It's a balance in your portfolio. But remember, why pick the bank? Own the S&P. I know people get bored of me banging on about the S&P, but isn't there 7 banks in the S&P? There's the 7 best banks in the S&P. If Bank of America suddenly decided to go belly up tomorrow, which it isn't, it would be delisted and another bank that's better would take its place. Why do I need to own the bank? I own the bank anyway by owning the S&P. That's just my view. If the bank hasn't got much growth, which it hasn't, and I think 22 was right today, with the speculation of the tightening of the rules for the banks, they're not going to make much money. So they're not going to go up very much, are they? Anyway, let's bring everybody up to date for a minute. And let's see, we had 68 through the show so far. It's bringing up to date with a commercial break. If you see an ad, watch it if you want to donate me a cent and support the channel, or don't watch it and don't give me a cent. All right, here we go. I'm just reading a comment over on TikTok. To be honest, mister, I don't think it's patient alone. They need to have skill that work 50% or 95%. I don't know what you mean by skill. I have no idea what you mean by skill. I'm an investor, not a trader. I will scalp trade when necessary. I'll day trade, minute trade, whatever. But I understand charts, but I don't invest on charts. Charts are for people who are just following what everybody else is doing or what has already happened. Doesn't tell you what's going to happen. For me, charts are pretty much pointless. For me, I surround myself by chart readers who give me their interpretation and their input on charts, and I appreciate that, and I listen. But ultimately, I invest in the CEO. Ultimately, I invest in the company. What does it do? Does it have cash? Does it make money? Is it unique? Is it proprietary? That's what I invest in, not what the chart said happened last year. Really doesn't interest me. And Mr. Lucas, which EV stocks is your number one? Tesla. Right now, I don't have much. I don't have hardly any at all because it's overpriced. It's overpriced. It needs to go down. We'll go to zero if assets are not greater than liabilities, though. Yeah, but that's extremely unlikely, though, 22, right? Of course, anything can go to zero, but extremely unlikely. Anyway, if you've bought a stock at $10 and it goes to 1 cent, it's as good as zero anyway, right? So you get my point, right? You get my point. Good afternoon, Ed Nevius. Oil is getting lower to $68 a barrel. I can't believe I bought Chevron. I always said I wouldn't buy oil. I've got no passion for it at all, no excitement for it at all. I don't know why I bought it, but it's part of the S&P. I thought, sod it, I'll buy it. Now I see a crisis coming in oil soon to drive prices up in demand. OPEC probably going to cut production. Just watching oil for now, not buying yet. That's breaking news, Martin. Didn't know it this morning. Thank you, 22. Well, we did have some news from, in fact, I've closed the window now. I did have some news this morning from Sky News that the banks said that they said they wouldn't support the bank. So that was available on Sky News this morning, but I appreciate you might have a new angle on it. Gold is on its way up. Ali Isles, I agree. Charts are useless. Mohammed Kahin. I think they present a certain vision. I think they present something. But if you just trade on charts alone, and I mean, a lot of YouTubers will do that. It looks graphic and it looks dramatic. For me, there's more to investing than looking at a chart. It takes a bit of work to read the balance sheet. It takes a bit of work to look at what the company's history, study the product, study the CEO, look at the board, see what they're doing at the factory. That takes a lot of work. Why do you think Warren Buffett spends his life making friends with the CEOs, building relationships, finding out what the company is really doing? Doesn't spend all his days looking at charts, does he? He's talked about it many, many times. If you are a day trader and a scalp trader, absolutely, charts are everything. We've got Ed Nevius here, who's a great chart reader because he's a scalp trader. He's in and out very quickly. For him, charts make a difference. For him, for what he does, it does. For me, no. I know ultimately my stocks are going to go up, so the ones that I own, so I don't care what the chart tells me. Ouch, Martin. Charts are great. Charts with indicators help. Yes, we're talking about your situation completely. Absolutely right. Add subcharts with better probability as well. Like I just said, right for you as a scalp trader. Totally right. I agree. This is the Swiss government talking, not the investors. This morning, I see. Thank you. Market prop because the Swiss government reported an announcement on CS. Thank you, 22, for clarifying that. Charts say a lot. Says Arnold the Palmer. Well, that's up to you. We all do it our own way. What do you think the CEO of Tizro? We've watched him. What's his name? I can't remember his name. He's got like curly hair, isn't he? I forget. He's got like a sort of long curly hair. I find him a little bit misleading. When I listen to his earnings reports, he comes across and repeats the same thing over and over again. They never provide anything new. I've been covering the earnings now for 1.5 years. So every quarter I cover the earnings, and the best earnings but without a shadow of a doubt, is J&J, Coca-Cola, Google. I love Google's one. The worst is Netflix. Netflix is rubbish. Elon Musk and Tesla is all over the place. They don't give you any information either. We already know what they're going to say. But Tilray, they just repeat the same thing over and over again. And the worst one for manipulation actually wasn't a rival. I would have said a rival, but now actually I would say it is SoFi. SoFi, the CEO said we're going to get 2 to 3 rate hikes this year, and I thought that's ridiculous. No one believed it. It's coming, but he said this. I think last quarter. I think it was in October or something like that, and it's like no way. But anyway, nobody else believed it either. Anyway, Erwin Simon. Is that his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, thank you very much. Hey, Martyn, your Coca-Cola buy is looking good. Yes, it is, isn't it? There's a conference going on right now with the Swiss Parliament. Thank you very much indeed. Let me go back to let me go to Bloomberg then and see. Let's have a look. What's live on Bloomberg right now? Failed banks funded by larger uninsured deposits. Failed banks funded by larger uninsured deposits. Trend following quants drop most in decades on market volatility. Just reading some headlines coming up on the screen now. Ex-Wells Fargo executive to plead guilty to obstruction. If I get any more information on the banks, I'll bring it to you. Let me go back now to you were just asking about my Coca-Cola. Yes. Absolutely right. And we're celebrating today because I've reached an all-time high on my portfolio. An all-time high. I've never reached this position on my portfolio before without margin. This is an all-time high. I've broken through $45,000. I've been as high as 48, but I had margin of $50,000. So this is the most money I've ever had in my portfolio. I'm extremely happy, no stress, no worries, and expect to be at 50,000 now within a couple of months. Especially if I get another drop before Jerome Powell speaks and can buy another $2,000 worth of stock, I can scoop up some more discounts. I had to flog myself to watch those commercials, but I did it. Jeffrey Diamond, good for you, mate. Good for you. Thank you very much indeed. Let's carry on here. Fundamentals can be great as well. The Graham formula works well. The ultimate plan is exactly what we have here. The ultimate plan is exactly what we have here. We have Ed Nevius. We're a team. We're a family. Together we make money. Individually, not so good. Together we do well. Basically, we've got Ed Nevius, who provides great content for scalping short-term profits. We've got our semi-professional investor Muzanella, who actually has clients professionally. He can't give financial advice, but he does actually have clients. We have 22 for really good insight and history and knowledge like that. Market Profit is very pessimistic, but he adds value to the show. We have a lot of great people. Ali Tizro is great for our crypto. Me, I'm all about just bringing people together, providing the fun and the entertainment, and doing my research on an overall position. So together, I think we have the perfect plan. And then we have the Grady bunch from Andrew Grady, who just comes in and annoys me and reminds me about his free mug. And so together, we have the perfect plan. All right? Anyway, there we go. So it's all good. But the most important thing, the biggest enemy you have is FOMO. Get rid of FOMO. My wife told me last night I give my stocks more attention than her. Any advice, Mr. Lucas? Do you know what, Mohammed? It's absolutely vital to put your wife first. Happy wife, happy life. If I was a single man, I would be in this studio all the time. I wouldn't eat properly. I wouldn't sleep properly. I would fall apart because I love this. I love what I do, and I would be in here too much. I try to spend my evenings are spent with my wife. We see each other throughout the day because we both work from home. It couldn't be better, actually. But I take the time to make the bed. I take the time to do the dishes. I take the time to tidy up the house during the shows, in between editing. And I think the most important investment is in your relationship. Because without your wife, you're not going to be happy, you're not going to be stable, and you'll buy all the wrong shares and you'll make a right mess of it. I will look more closely at the S&P 500 best companies in the world. You could buy just that one stock and you'll win. I only come in here now to see if you've learned to like my jokes yet, to see what fancy jackets you are wearing. And don't forget, if you go below to my Amazon shop, you can buy this jacket. You can own this jacket yourself. I get my info on a paid feed, Martin. It's more current than TV. Thank you very much indeed, 22. That's very nice to know. I often wondered how you get the news so quick. Again, there you go, you see. So we've got 22, like a live news ticker running alongside our channel, bringing us great information. There you go. That's what it's all about. Hello there, investors. ETORO, Andrew Grady. Good evening all. Bloody clock's got me again. Yep, we've got another few days of this before England catches up to where we are in the US. But it comes in a few days. All right. Overall position looking very nice now. Here we go. So there we go. All-time record, all-time high. How many people can say I'm at an all-time high considering we've had a year and a half of decline? I can't wait for my... It's like, I said to Leah yesterday, it's like putting 10 seeds in the ground and then putting another 10 seeds in the ground, putting 100 seeds in the ground, put 1,000 seeds in the ground, and all we've got is the sunshine. There's no rain. The ground is dry and harsh, but I'm holding on. I keep planting more seeds, and then the rain comes, and then a million flowers come at once. And that is what I'm banking on. That is what I'm investing on. Anyway, it's very exciting. Very, very happy. I love it. This looks like South Africa to me. Boetta. Hi, how do you feel about the lithium mine in Zimbabwe? Will Tesla build a factory in Zimbabwe for the batteries? Boetta. I have no idea, but I would like to research it. If you become a member of our channel, you could share links and information and sources on our Discord server. Let me give you the link to Discord. You can access Discord for free, but if you actually want to be on the show and call in and get all the other perks and benefits, you need to be a member, but you can still share some links onto Discord. There's Discord. Here's the invitation to join, should you wish to do so. If you want to call in, have a conversation with me, be live on the show, you are very, very welcome. There's the invitation to join. All right. Wait a minute. We're supposed to be making money. I knew I was doing something wrong. FINMA, SMB will provide liquidity to Credit Suisse if needed. News. This is just come out. Ed Nevius, FINMA have just said SNB will provide liquidity to Credit Suisse if needed. Thank you very much indeed. The markets are bouncing in the closing hours. I said they would today. And again, this is my portfolio. Not everyone's portfolio is doing this, right? When I talk about the markets, my portfolio will bounce. It doesn't mean every stock's bouncing, right? Anyway. So where are we right now? Have we got 100 likes on the video yet? Let me have a little look. There has been 114 come through the stream so far. Let's have a quick look. Have we gained any subscribers? We're trying to get to 6,800 today. 6,785, 6,786. That went down and up then. Someone unsubscribed and subscribed back. Lovely stuff. I want to get to 800 today, and I'm going to release some videos at the end of the day to do that. Because remember, I make money and the channel grows most from me making videos. But my most important aim is to build the family and go live. That's what it's all about. Anyway. Hey, Crag. How you doing? Mike, wonderful to have you here. Thought of the day. Martin, what happened to the glasses wearing, or as Americans say, eyeglasses? Well, I do have them. I have my reading glasses, my distance glasses, and my bifocals. I've gone to bifocals. I don't need them for this. My computers are all perfectly in focus. I'm okay for this. The varifocals would have been perfect, but they didn't work out really. So Didn't work out for me. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for asking, though. Jeffrey, what do we expect from Powell? Easing or continue to raise? Now, we've been discussing this for days. We've run a poll on the show. We've been doing research. Honestly, the markets don't know. Different YouTubers will tell you different things to create hype and get you to watch. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you anything because we don't know. The truth is, we don't know. There's information to suggest a rate cut. Even at 100 basis points, a rate cut of 1%. There is that amongst some banks. There are people saying 0.25 rise, nothing, even a 0.5 rise. It's all across the board. We don't know. We don't need to know. If we position ourselves in a calm manner and prepare, we don't need to know. We don't need to worry. We don't need to guess. We don't need to predict it. If we're just holding our positions for 5 years, 10 years, or even a year from now, we don't need to. What we do need to do is get some cash on hand. If we've got some stocks that are making a good profit now, and when I say a good profit, I mean 20% up, trim off the top, take a little money off the table, have it sat in your brokerage account, earning 4%. Most brokerages will offer that sort of return. Sitting there waiting for a drop to buy back your favorite stock at discounts. We don't know. And also, when we find out, and we'll be covering the FOMC report live on our show on the 22nd, we never miss any of the big events. We cover them all. We're live 10 hours a day, remember, up to 10 hours a day. Whatever happens, we'll be ready. If it drops 10%, if the market sells off, we'll scoop up some. If it goes up, we're already in. We win both ways round. And the trouble is, not only do we not know what the Fed are going to do, we don't know how the market will react this time. Because generally speaking, markets like when the Fed cut interest rates. It means the Fed is supporting the markets and the markets go up. Okay. However, we also recognize that inflation is not under control and the Fed, their only tool in the toolbox is raising interest rates to bring down. It's a very limited tool. It's not the best tool because it means bringing down the economy to fix inflation. Then they need a new tool, but they don't have one. They've got to use what they've got. Jerome Powell is going to get hammered. People are going to be for him, against him. I feel sorry for the guy. He's a guy doing his job with the information he has. No one could do it better. Maybe I could. Maybe I could do it better. Apart from me, no one could do it better. So, I respect what he's got to do. But we don't know what the markets are going to do. Even if it goes down, which would normally be good, people might not like it because they think, okay, the Fed have lost credibility, which means interest rates will, inflation will go up and interest rates will have to be raised again in the future. He can't win. As 22 said, there's a no-win situation. So how do we win? We win by having cash on hand and simply buying at an all-time low. If it starts to pump and run away, we're already in. We don't want to be chasing stocks higher and higher. We want to be going lower and lower. If it runs away, great. We make money. We trim off on the top as it goes up. If it reacts negatively and it goes back down, we're not selling our quality stocks. We might sell some risky stocks like Mullen or Virgin Orbit, but we're not selling VU or Coca-Cola or J&J. We're not selling those. We're just buying more on the way down. Very simple strategy. No stress. We win whatever happens. The only way you lose is if you are over-margined or leveraged. Well, I don't use margin anymore. I've binned that idea off. So I'm never going to lose anyway. Could I make more if I put my money somewhere else? Possibly. That's always the argument. If you bought this, if you bought Binky Bonk coin, or if you bought some scammy stock like Bed Bath & Beyond, you'd be a millionaire by now. I don't want to be a millionaire. I couldn't care less. I've got $1 million of love in the bank from you, my wife, the show, everything. All I need to do is steady growth And that's all I'm aiming to do. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? At the end of the day. Let's have a look. Hi, everyone. Dick Jones is here, one of our new members. Joined a couple of days ago. SMB will prop up CS. We've read that. Thank you, 22. Can't say the same for Spanish, French banks, etc. There we go. Thanks for that, 22. He's got great information coming in. At least eye focusing doesn't affect your singing. Just don't walk too close to the stage. Hedge on a gig. Thank you, Real Ray, for that lovely thought. The market just signals the 50 points increase is off the table. Okay. What happened to the market after 2008 crash? I know it's different this time if banks crash, but what's expected to happen with the market? Can anyone offer their insight into that? I wasn't around in 2008. Of course, I wasn't physically around, but I wasn't investing. I don't have enough knowledge to share on that, so I'd rather not comment on it. I can only look at my experience over the last 18 months. Andrew Grady, central banks bailed the banks out and reduced interest rates to zero, then injected trillions into the economy through quantitative easing. Won't happen again. The Fed, Dick Jones, we've just been talking about that. 22, thank you very much. Jeffrey, 2008 was due to housing loans. This time we have a flu scare influence economic policy. This is totally new. And of course, we have inflation due to the war in Ukraine, and also we have crypto. That's a big part of it. People are concerned that banks aren't the way forward, and maybe we should be investing in crypto. That's another part of it. The world is scared. The world is confused, and there you go. Couldn't you just say, as I repeated, we can always cut when we see it as necessary. Now the time has come to support the financial system with easing. ETORO. I don't anticipate a rate cut, but a hold of similar increase would be welcome. There we go. Jeffrey Diamond. Welcome to the show, Dick Jones. There you go. Jeffrey, we got 2 new members welcoming each other in. I love that. Here we go. We got the 2 new guys. I love it. 2008 from Mount UK. Then were the days when realtors couldn't give away luxury Florida villas. Sorry to ask silly questions. What's the Fed? The Fed, the Federal Reserve. It's the government body that Jerome Powell presents the monetary policies. It's the government. It's like the Chancellor of the Exchequer in the UK. You're from England, right? So think of the Chancellor. And all the money people. The Fed is the money people is the Federal Reserve in the United States. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, that's what that is. So yeah, it gets a bit. I forget sometimes that we have a global audience here. I'm from England as well, so I'm new to the Fed. Only a couple of years ago, I came here and starting to learn it all anyway. Right, we got 15 minutes to go. I said we'd rise into the close. My portfolio will rise. Hold above 45,000. Let's see if I'm right. Here we go. Commercial break. Skip it, watch it. It's entirely up to you. Here's my position right now. 35,000. It's an all-time record. I broke 45,000 right on the button, right to the cent. Look at that, 75 cents out. It's an all-time record. I've never had 45,000 without margin. I've been as high as 48, but that was with 50 grand worth of margin. Anyway. And Dick Jones never apologized for asking questions. We're here for everybody. This channel has very big investors with millions. It also has investors with a couple of bucks. It also has people who just enjoy the family conversation who don't invest at all. So we're all here. Some people often say, can I make any money? I've only got $500. Of course you can. I started with $5,000 and now I'm now at 45,000. When the Fed speak, I get fed up. I'll give you that one. I tell you what, I'll give you that one. That's not bad. Let's do that now. I'm going to give that. Is that a bad joke or a good joke? It's a good one. I'm going to give it. I like it. I like it. I'll give you that one. I was on the fence between giving it a down like or a good like, but I liked it. Anyway, there we go. Bank of America. Who bought the banks today? Who bought the banks? All-time lows. Bank of America this morning, still now actually, still now is pretty much a 6-year low. However, with all the restrictions that the banks are going to get, there's going to be more legislation. There's no way the bank can make money for its shareholders. The bank makes money for itself, but which is you essentially if you own it. But I don't see it as a return. I would rather own the banks in the S&P and keep the best banks. Of course, we're only going to buy the best banks anyway. I wouldn't be buying some dodgy bank, but at the end of the day, I would rather own the S&P if I want to own a bank. I think the returns are greater and the risk is less. What do you think? Is anyone buying the banks today? Anyway, Tesla, still too expensive. Elon Musk wants to sell, how many was it? Was it 13 million shares? No. Elon Musk has 13% of Tesla, if I remember correctly, and he wants to sell half of that for his acquisition of Twitter. We did get a rumor earlier on in the week that Elon Musk was going to buy SVB, but it never came to anything. It didn't scare off the market. I actually thought it would. Made that announcement, but it never actually happened. But anyway, Amazon up today. McDonald's up today. Coca-Cola is up 0.22. Very, very happy with that. I lowered my position on my Roth IRA and I lowered it on my, just on my Roth IRA, I beg your pardon. I bought it down here, $59.30. So nearly $1 a share. Very nice indeed. And I get 54 cents a share. It's the ex-dividend date tomorrow, but you do need a couple of days for the stocks to settle in your account. They may have done. Robinhood might honour it. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's 54 cents I'll get next quarter. It doesn't matter. But it would be nice if I get extra dollar, wouldn't it? 22. Didn't Ford and GM get bailed out also? Yes, they did. Space recovered to 460. Yeah. Nice. I'm not buying it, though, until I get it for an all-time low. I'm up 12%. I'm up $100. It's got to drop to 410. 410. Now, I said it might go to 3. I don't know. Nobody, nor does anybody else. It's only a best guess, that's all. But anything below $4, I will buy a few more. Let's get it up to 1,000 shares. Now, if it goes up without me in it, doesn't matter. If it goes up without me in it, I've got 206 shares, as you can see. If it goes up without me buying any more, it just means I'll make the same amount of money as I would have done if I bought more. In fact, I'm going to ask that as a quiz. I want to see if anybody knows. I'm going to ask you, is a little investment quiz. How can I make more money with Virgin Galactic shares without buying any more? Did I really word that correctly? I'm going to make more money or as much money with Virgin Galactic long term than I would, or as much as if I buy more. How am I going to achieve that? Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know if I've explained it very well, but I will make the same amount of money with Virgin Galactic without me buying any more as if I did by buying more. Does that make sense? I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I've explained it very well. Does anyone know how I'm going to do that? And I'll give you a minute and then I'll explain what I meant. With the amount of Coke I drink, I should own it. I'm the same. I love Coke and I invest in it. I use Amazon all the time. Same thing. Does anyone ever, whenever they see a Coke van driving down the road, we see them a lot in America, not so much in England, but a lot in America. I always go, I own that. My wife likes to point out, you don't own anything on that truck. I go, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Damn right I do. I'm going to pull it over and say, oi, you work for me. She says, when you have a billion shares, you can maybe think about doing that. Anyway, GM did not, but Ford didn't need it in the end, if I recall correctly. I thought they were bailed out, but I might be wrong. Dick Jones, me too. That's Coke Zero. That's what I drink, Coke Zero. By being patient until the summer when it hits 100. Jeffrey Diamond, more shares, more profit. No, it makes perfect sense. T.O. Roll, there we go. You'll make more if you sell them all. That was you won't lose if it slides down to 3. Doesn't make any sense, brother. It's hard to explain because it doesn't make sense. Mitten, 1988, it does make sense, and I'll explain it to you now. And one of you have worked it out. If you sell now and buy in cheaper, Dewald Voslo, you own more shares, you make more profit with capital gains. No. So glad I sat out. Church, why? Why are you glad you sat out? I've had a record today. You own the air freshener in it. Buy options? No, not buy options. Market is going to tumble by next quarter. Banking situation is getting worse. I don't understand, church. I don't understand your pessimism today. I have hit an all-time record. I bought the S&P at near all-time low today for me. I bought Coca-Cola at an all-time low for me, and we've been bouncing around today. $45,000, which is my all-time record without margin. So no, I see today as an advantage, as a benefit, and so on. Right, I'm going to answer the question. I did a little quiz. I asked you, how am I going to make more money on Virgin Galactic without having to buy the Virgin Galactic at a lower price? I will win whichever way I do it. And it's got nothing to do with options at all. It's got everything to do with risk management. That's what it's about. The most important thing is investing in yourself, learning about yourself, learning about the stock, and caring nothing about the price. The price is irrelevant. If the price is $4, $3, $5, $6, $7, not important. It's where the value of the stock is going, not where the price is dictating. The price is just the price you're prepared to pay for it today. It's the value, and it's not about the rocket ships either. It's about the experiences around. I've worked for Sir Richard Branson, and I know what Virgin Galactic means to him, and I know it's about the experiences of the astronauts and the families. That's what he's interested in. Building the hotels in the desert and providing the experiences, a bit like a Disneyland experience, if you like. Flying in a rocket, different locations around the world. That's what it's about. So, that's the value explained. How people say, well, how do you say it's going to go to $100 a stock? It's not because I believe it's worth $100 a stock. I believe it'll trade to $100 a stock because that's how people will pump it, especially when Elon Musk, Justin Bieber, and all these people fly on it, which is what is slated to happen. The reason why I'll make more money out of it without having to buy any more than I would if I bought more is simple. If the stock runs up now, all of a sudden, we get a flight tomorrow, Elon Musk is flying, and it goes all the way to $100, which it can do in a year, 2, I don't know, don't have to care, I don't have to guess, I don't have to worry, I haven't got an options contract, I haven't got any stress or drama or any margin. I can run it up to $100 a share and make so much money, even though I've only got 200 shares, 206, because it's only 2.71 of my portfolio. When this runs up, the rest of my portfolio will run up because the markets will be good, right? It will never become 90% of my portfolio. I only put in $1,000. I've got no risk, no FOMO, no worries. I can let that run to $200 a share. And I can let it run and run forever. However, if it drops to $3 and I buy 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, 5,000 shares, then I have to adopt a different policy. Then what I have to do is start trimming it off on the way up, which I will do. If it gets to $10, I will sell a few shares. If it gets to $20, I will sell a few shares. And I will do that on the way up. Whereas if I've only got 200 shares, I don't need to trim on the way up. You might say, why not? Why not trim on the way up? I could trim on the way up and take profits. The point is, I don't need to. So there it is. Low risk, low reward. You're looking at it, Martyn, with, I'm presuming, you're looking at it with the ambition, you want to get rich quickly on one stock. I'm already rich with what I have. With all of you, I have no mortgage, no car loan. I have all the money I need to spend. I'm perfectly fine. I want a steady portfolio that goes up with no stress and no drama, have a happy life with no fear. And all I want to do is achieve what I need to achieve. I don't need to achieve millions of dollars. I don't need Virgin Galactic to make me millions of dollars. I don't need any stress. 22 says that makes no sense at all, Martyn. Yeah, it does. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to me. Anyway, it makes perfect sense to me. So, it's why it's all about risk management for me. It's why my portfolio is 44% in my main brokerage account of the S&P 500. I have some risk. I have a few lottery tickets, but I don't have hundreds of them. Now, we saw what happened, to explain it another way, we saw what happened to Rob Brennan. Rob Brennan went all in with margin on Virgin Galactic, and he lost $40,000. And now he's paying for it over the next 10, 20 years. And that will happen. That can happen. If you go all in on a stock that doesn't make money, that hasn't yet proved its worth, wouldn't you rather wait for Virgin Galactic to be $100 when it's booked out for the next 10 years, it's got loads of customers, it's making money all the time? Why risk your money? Why risk? I think too many people want to make money quickly, all on one thing, and risk everything. Well, that's fine. That doesn't suit me, though. That doesn't suit me. I thought we'd be at 10 by now. I didn't. I say we'll be at 3 before we'll be at 10. I don't care when it gets to 100. Couldn't care less. If you've got options, or you've borrowed the money, or you're using margin, you do care when it gets to 100. I don't. It can take 10 years as far as I'm concerned. That's just my way of investing. It's not everyone's way of doing it. End of the day, I've got an all-time record today. I've got an all-time record. I'm happy as Larry. I'm always smiling. I'm always growing. I'm fine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We've just broken an all-time record again. 3, 2, 1. Bell's gone. Here we go. Exactly. Don't be loyal to the company. And being loyal to the company is one thing. Being loyal to the share price, the stock price, is completely different. Care about the company, buy the product, use the services, but being loyal to a stock is ridiculous. Anyway, there we go. Look, all-time record. All-time record. No, I own 11,000. No options, $7 average. Okay, so you've got 11,000. You said a minute ago that I made no sense. That's my all-time record, by the way. I've never been that high. No risk, no stress, no drama, making money, right? Anyway, you're saying you have 11,000 shares, but your 11,000 shares are an average of $7. My average is $4.63. So maybe you feel you've got to get out of yours at some point. I can own mine, and when I go to when I get to $3, which I'm sure it will, and I'll buy some more at that point. And it doesn't matter if I don't. Like I said before, I don't have to sell it. I'm not worried, because the cash on the books is the value of the stock right now. I know they're burning through it, but nevertheless, that's the money on the books right now. 22 says, why risk your money at all if you don't have conviction? Be honest. Your holding is FOMO. No, it's not. I've got no fear of it going up at all. No, you need to have some psychology. No, 22. I couldn't disagree with you more. I've got no FOMO at all. None whatsoever. Just because I think it's going up doesn't mean I should buy it. It would be unbalanced in my portfolio. I spend every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, I talk to some very, very rich people who have millions and millions of shares of Amazon and stuff like that. And they won't touch Virgin Galactic right now. And these are multi-millionaires, make loads and loads of money. They wouldn't, and we talk every Monday, Wednesday and Friday about the state of the market. And just because you think you can win the lottery doesn't mean to say you buy 1 million shares of the lottery ticket, does it? That makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Are you nervous, Martyn, or are you saying, am I nervous? Martyn, I'm a friend. Martyn, I'm a friend. I'm going to Real. You've been sitting at 30,000 for over a year now. Do you really believe you can wait? Yeah, I can wait as long as it takes. What do you mean? Can I wait? You keep saying I've been sitting at 30 grand for a year, but the markets keep going down and I keep buying lower stocks. I've got tens and tens of thousands more shares than I had a year ago. I've been planting the seeds in the ground consistently for a year and a half. So even though my portfolio is going down, my money, the amount of shares and the value and the quality is going up and up and up. Of course I can wait. I've got infinite patience. I'm afraid I'm going to Real. You've been sitting at 30,000 for over a year now. Do you really believe you can wait? Wait for what? Yes, I can. You have worked for Richard Branson. Yes, I've worked for Richard Branson on the Virgin Experiences. As an entertainer, I was hired to do many of the Virgin Experiences. Yes. I have 3,000 shares, no margin. I learned my lesson from margin. There you go, Roger Fichon. 45,000 plus. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm happy. I've got more. I've got all I need. I mean, doesn't matter, does it? There you go. 40,193. Keeps on going up. I'm happy as Larry. You know, I'm not going to become a millionaire. I'm not going to get rich like some of you guys, but I'm not going to have any stress either. You do make a lot of sense in general, but not on just what you were talking about. Also, no, I'm never selling. So we share that idea. Okay. Fair enough. People say I don't make sense all the time. That's absolutely fine. Maybe I don't make any sense, but I'm happy. My brother used to say to me, Martyn, when are you going to come out of your bubble? I've lived in a bubble of my own creation since I was 16 years of age. And I've done everything I wanted to do. I've travelled 195 countries as the world piano man. I've lived every dream I've ever wanted to do. And I'm perfectly happy. I've lost everything once. I've been divorced once. I've lost my house once. I've been bankrupt once. And each time I try to learn from it. And I hope I do. He has more shares. He will make more. He has more shares. He will make more. Yes. I'm not speaking about your IRA, Martyn. Of course I'll make more. Of course I'll make more. I like I said before, and I will use the example one more time. My all-time position on my account. There I had 100 shares at $10. There I had 1,000 shares at $5. Now I have 1 million shares at $1. I'm trying to sort of explain it in that sort of simple terms. So yes, I do have more shares, and ultimately, patience will win out. Absolutely. The war will end soon, and the market will skyrocket. I do believe the war will end soon. Yes, I do, and I do believe the market will skyrocket. That's your words. That's hoping and praying. It's not hoping and praying at all. If the market stays down for another year or two, I just buy more shares. It's not, it has to go up tomorrow. It can take as long as it wants. If it takes another year, so what? I'll buy more shares. It's not hoping and praying. The only thing I'm hoping and praying for is for the people involved in the war that don't get killed and can have a nice life. Don't worry about me and my money. My money's fine. My money isn't going anywhere. I'm perfectly happy. I have 23,000 invested in Virgin about a year now. I'm patient, but I need some profit. When you say you need some profit, what do you mean by you need some profit? Have you put money in here that you need to live on? Because I haven't done that. I never do that. So my money can wait 10 years. Or do you need to take profits to buy other stocks? Or what is it when you say you need? Of course you should buy if you think it will go up. No, I don't. Because I don't want to risk more an unbalanced portfolio. Virgin Galactic, no matter how much I believe Richard Branson's going to make a success of it, I don't know. I don't know 100% whether that can happen or not. And nobody else does either. Nobody knows what's going to happen. So should Virgin Galactic be more than 10% of my portfolio? No, it shouldn't, because that's not risk management. That's not responsible. That doesn't make any sense. Unless you want to gamble it all. Well, I'm not a gambler. This channel is called Martyn Lucas Investor. It's not called Martyn Lucas Gambles His Life Away. That's not my job. That's not what I'm doing. 22, you're wrong. I shouldn't buy more just because I believe it's going to go up. I don't know it's going to go up, and nobody does, nor does anybody else. No, I'm a little nervous as the price hasn't reflected how I thought with the business news. No, exactly. It doesn't. The price has nothing to do with the value of the stock. Absolutely nothing at all. It's all about people being greedy, people being selfish, manipulation, FUD on the internet, YouTubers making up silly stories about all kinds of silly stuff. The price on the screen has nothing to do with what they're doing at the factory. I talk to people at Virgin Galactic nearly every day through different sources, and they are just building a rocket, selling tickets, everything looks great. The share price has nothing to do with what is going on at the factory at all. We have 30-year wars going on. That's FOMO, if you're buying hoping for a war to end. I'm not buying the stocks because I hope a war ends. I'm buying the stock because I believe in the company long term. And the reason why the stocks are down in part is because there's a war. That's not why I bought the stocks. That's not why I own them. And that's not why I'll sell them. We can't control macro conditions, can we? If you're buying, hoping for a war to end and inflation to turn around in the next 3 years, I've got no idea when the war will end. I believe and it'll end this year. I do. But that doesn't mean to say it will. And if it doesn't, makes no difference. I'll just keep buying more stocks. My average will get lower and lower and lower. And that's fine. Could you talk to him? There? Talk to who? Where? T.O. But he had like 200,000 in it. Are you talking about Rob Brennan lost 40 grand? I'm feeding the FOMO. I'm feeding the FOMO, and I'd like to get my foot in the door, but I know I need to learn a lot more yet. Dick Jones, absolutely. Take your time. the best thing you'll ever do is learning how to control your FOMO. And if we all agree every time, life would be so boring. Absolutely right. I'm in space at $6, but no problem. I want to, yeah, exactly. 3 would be a gift, not advice, of course. Exactly. I want to say that actually, because we were talking about Mullen this morning. I was having this conversation with Leah, my wife, earlier. I bought this yesterday at what price? 16. And I said, because it's purely a gamble. This is purely a lottery ticket. I'm an investor, not a gambler. But this is literally gambling, right? It's a bit of fun. I did it for the channel to be part of the family or whatever. Some fun. And I said I'd buy 100 at 16 and I'll buy another 100 if it goes to 10. However, that's just me having some fun. There are some of you looking at this as an investment. I don't. I just see this isn't an investment. It's just a bit of fun. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero, right? It's just a bit of fun. However, if you are investing in it and you believe that this stock is going to $40, $20, $10, whatever, do you care it's 14 cents or 10 cents in the swing of things? Why would you care? But people do. They're like, no, I want it at 13 cents. I want it at 12 cents 50. I don't know, 12 and a half cents. It doesn't make a difference. To me, I've just set a point here and here and that's it. Whereas if you think it's an investment and it's going to $10, $40, why do you care whether you pay 14 cents or 50 cents or whatever it might be? Doesn't matter, does it? The reason why I'm not buying it is because there's no value in this company. This is completely speculative. It's not like Virgin Galactic with paying customers lined up. This company, as yet, doesn't produce anything. It's all hopiary and made up rubbish. So that's how I see that. Anyway, you do make a lot of sense. That's what I'm saying. Which is why I listen to you and enjoy challenging you. You know, that's how we learn, Mitten. I learn nothing from success. I learn everything from failure. Bloody hell, says Church of Logic. Bloody hell's right. Why don't you call in, Church of Logic? I want you on the show. I'm opening up the broadcast lounge. The broadcast lounge is open. If anybody wants to call in, please call in. The broadcast lounge is open. Sam, there he is, the beautiful man, the rocket man. Are you crocodile rocking good? Ow, Tesla jam. Tesla jam is great. Yes, I need to make more profit to buy more. Why? Yes, I need to make profit to buy more. See, for me, I focus on building the YouTube channel to earn money to buy more. Not to buy, I don't need to try to make my stocks make money. My stocks could grow by themselves by just buying the averages, lowering the averages. For me, the most important thing to do is find a way to earn more money to invest, not focusing on the stock prices. Just keep buying them lower. Invest in yourself. Mark Cuban, who's a billionaire, said, Martin, be the best of yourself and you'll always win. Invest in yourself first. The money you make in yourself, you can invest anywhere you like. But don't focus on making money for doing nothing. Make money out of yourself and then invest the profit you make. If you're just trying to make money out of money, then life is pretty stressful. If you're making more money in whatever it is you do as a job or a business, you've got loads of money to invest in the stock market, right? Anyway, let's talk about Bitcoin. Churchy loves it. Let's get him on the show. Kenny Rogers is the gambler, not Martyn Lucas. That's bloody right. Correct, Roger. Correct. What did Roger say? Yes, I want to make money. Okay, I believe the success of Virgin Galactic will be helped from other commercial projects and possible defensive work. Jeffrey, you are knocking on the door there. That's right. There are other things. It's not just the few hundred astronauts every year. By the way, they're not called astronauts, by the way. They're called space travelers because you can't be an astronaut for something to do with insurance. You can't call yourself an astronaut. Otherwise, the American government have to come and rescue you if you go into space. There's some legal term there. I was reading that the other day. Anyway, only people with money can trade in red constantly. Yeah, but that's why, church, you said you didn't like your job. And you said, I'm going to invest in myself and start to work for myself. That's what I've done since I was 16 years of age. That's what I'm saying. That's why I sit here for 10 hours a day for the first year for free, for zero, to build this channel, which now earns money, which I now invest in the stock market. The biggest investment is yourself. I can invest because I invest in myself. Greater the risk, greater the profit to a certain degree. But why have the stress? Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you, Eric. Under the scenario, would the war end? If you speculate on that, you need to explain. Why do I think the war's going to come to an end? Okay, the reason is, first of all, then, I'll do that then. I'll do that. Let me just get to the, where are we? 1:15. Let me just run a commercial break, skip that, and I will explain why I believe the war's coming to an end and why it's different than Second and First World War, happily. And I'll give you facts why I think that. I'll come back to that point. The war helped the stock to go down in order to get a better buying profit. Correct. That is good. Yes, I meant Rob with the 200 grand separately was if you met Richard. Yes, no, I've not actually met Sir Richard Branson. No, never seen him. Just worked for his company. Hi, Grady. Asking. Everyone has different opinions. All my goals are met in 21. Happily retired, 63 years old. I like risky stocks. I have 12,000 shares of Space, 1,400 shares of Vorb, 850 shares of Rivian, plus 110,000 in cash. There you go. That's what floats the boat of Stephen Lewandowski. I think you're missing the point I'm making. If you think a stock is going up, it has a place in the portfolio. If not, it doesn't. I agree. Holding a bit in case it goes to 100 is a punt. A fair comment? Fair comment? Fair comment? All of these shares are a gamble. No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that entirely. And I've got the war to explain for Tio, but I want to just say quickly to Church, owning the S&P 500 is absolutely 100% not gambling at all. At all. Because it's an ever-evolving basket of stocks. If something is rubbish, it gets dropped out and replaced by something good. It's potentially a gamble if you buy it today and hope by the end of the day you make some money. That's a gamble. But if you buy it today and come back in 10 years, you will be up. That's not a gamble. That's how the system works. 100%. No doubt whatsoever. As if that didn't, there would be no economy, there would be no system, we'd all be dead and everything would be pointless anyway. So no, 100% if you own the S&P and you wait in time, that is not a gamble at all. So there you go. Wall Street is a giant casino. No, I don't agree. The war caused the share price to be cheaper, correct? I'm going to pop some corn and listen to you all trying to get under Martyn's skin and failing miserably. I like that. I'm going to pop. Let me tell you, Dualdo, in the 38 years I think I've been professional since I was 16 to now, I have. And I know people question me and they go, you can't have visited that many countries. I have. I've traveled all over the world. I've slept in the Somali desert. I've slept in the deserts of Saudi Arabia. I have walked in the jungles of Africa. I have sat outside the Pisa, the Giza pyramids. I've walked and talked with tribes, with gangs and murderers and God knows what else. And it's all about people. And I am confident in who I am. I'm always wrong. I make mistakes every day, but I'm hopefully learning all the time. And at the end of the day, life is just a journey. It's not about the destination. It's about enjoying every moment along the journey. And if you're enjoying yourself until you die, what the hell does it matter anyway? And that's it. And as long as you believe in yourself and invest in yourself with your health and happiness, money takes care of itself. So there you go. So no one's going to get under my skin. You're damn right there. Mullen's problem is they're behaving like a SPAC. Mullen's problem is the CEO just makes up ridiculous statements all the time. No guarantees in life, so this is gambling. There's definite guarantees in life. 100% guarantee in life. I'm going to live until I don't, and then I die. There's a definite guarantee. No question about it. I've got to answer Theo's question. Chaps, we should have a calm series of soft talks about different members' trading strategies. Hey, 22, why have you and Church got a spanner? It's because they're moderators. They moderate my channel. You wouldn't think it though, would you? Dick Jones, it's to show moderators. Correct. This is an opportunity to discuss different approaches and cherry pick what works for each other. That's correct. He will lighten us up. I joined late in the middle of a ranting monologue. Let's be more constructive collectively. I gamble on 4 or 5 stocks. If it goes to 0, I'm not asked. I'd only spend it on beer anyway. Very funny. If Mohammed Kahine is still here, what percentage of portfolio is Tilray? Oh, he's got hundreds of thousands of dollars, insane amounts. Let me read this quickly. Church and Martyn fundamentally disagree because they are looking at it from different angles. Martyn is in the position to add funds every month, so is relaxed about losses and just adds. Church can't do that and has to be much more careful. Correct. First of all, I haven't forgotten Tio. First of all, I want to be very sensitive and understanding and sympathetic to everyone's situation being different. Not everyone is in the same situation as I am. Everyone is in their own situation, and it's different for everybody. I fully respect that everyone's situation is different. However, to a large degree, you create your own world. I don't control my health. I could break down tomorrow and not be able to physically move, not be able to speak, couldn't do a YouTube channel. YouTube, for some reason, could shut down tomorrow. My channel's not here. But I will tell you one thing, folks. I left home at 16 with no money. Nobody gave me any money at all. When my mum died, I got about, I think, $1,500. I bought a microphone. When my mum died, that was it. When my dad died, I got 0. I've been bankrupt. I've got divorced. I lost my kids. I lost my house. I've had no silver spoon. I think what I do that not everybody else does is I refuse to give up. I did Tough Mudder, the London Marathon, even though I had a bad back. I never ever give up. I just cannot give up. Okay, number 1. Number 2, I always see the world in a positive light, and good things happen every day. Magical stuff happens all the time. It just keeps happening. I'm not religious. Some of you here are religious and you say you pray and you believe in God and all these things. I'm not religious at all. My wife is. I'm not. I don't understand it. I haven't got a bloody clue. I don't know. I just get on with it. And I honestly believe, I had hundreds of people tell me on YouTube that I would give up. When I started my YouTube channel, you're losing money, you're going to give up, you won't be there every day. And I don't know if anyone saw this morning, some of you weren't here this morning, do you remember George Cowlick? Is it Cowlery? Cowick? Remember George Cowick? Is it Cowlick or something like that? He was coming in every day, having a go at me. Do you remember? You remember this? You were all timing him out. He was being abusive. He was being offensive. He was being horrible towards me. And remember I said, you entertain the man at the back of the room. The man at the back of the room. Everybody at the front loves you. Everybody at the front, they're all cheering for you. The man at the back of the room, you focus on him. And every day, George was rude, offensive, horrible to me, whatever. He came in today. He came in today and he said, I'm sorry. And he was really supportive, really helpful, offered great ideas, and he was brilliant. We turned it around. You turn everything negative around. And I honestly believe if you're prepared to work for nothing, if you're prepared to eat bread and water, you can turn your life around in any way you choose. If you don't like your life, change it. 6 months ago, Nicky Boy Gaming came on this show, unemployed, loads of debt, living at home, all kinds of problems. And I set him out live on the show a 6 months plan. I said, you earn this, you spend this, in 6 months, come back and tell me you're out of debt. Then you can start investing. He came on the show yesterday. He's out of debt. And now he's going to invest. He's going to save up some money and he wants to buy some land and put caravans on it. That's a guy who had minimum income. He was on the dole, unemployed, loads of debt, and turned it around. I don't care who you are, where you live, what you do. I've seen the poorest people in the world. I told you about the guy in Egypt who was numb from pain. A dog was gnawing on his knee. I've seen it. I've seen the poorest people. Anyone can turn their life around. If you don't like your life, change it. Now, some of you are going to go, oh, that's right for you. I've got debt. You can start again. And I'm going to give you one example how anyone can start again. Anyone can start again. I built the second most successful one-night touring theatre show in England. One night in Vegas. Number one was That'll Be the Day. One night in Vegas was number two. We toured for 7 years all over Britain. We were growing, we were doing great. Everyone loved my show. We had the British Philharmonic Orchestra, the best musicians in the world. 6 dancers, magician, light crew, sound, a multi-million dollar company, multi-million pound company. It was going up and up and up and up and up. The credit crunch came because of American banks, destroyed my business overnight. I'd never missed a payment. I never paid myself anything. I was losing money over and over again. And I called the banks and said, I'm going to declare bankruptcy. They went, your credit is perfect. You can't declare bankruptcy. I said, well, help me. Reduce the amount I'm paying on credit cards from 27%, because that's how I was funded. No one gave me a free grant. No one gave me free money. I had no way of surviving. I knew a year in I would die because tickets had gone down, bills had gone up. I was perfect. I'd never missed a bill, but I knew I would. And they refused because you've never missed a payment. Your credit score is perfect. We can't help you. I said, well, I'm declaring bankruptcy then. And I did, because I knew I was going to lose it all. So I lost everything. I lost my house. I lost the show. I was declared bankrupt. But I made a hard decision, like I did in December, when people said to me, I don't believe you. You've not sold for losses. And I did. I did the same thing on this show, live on the show. I sold for losses to clear margin because I knew it was going lower. I took the decision. So I went to zero at 40, how old am I now? 54. At 38 years of age, I had no house, no business, no money, no car. Started all over again. I walked out of the court with £1 in my pocket. They allow you to have £1. And I bought some milk and a half a loaf of bread. I felt the richest man in the world because for the very first time in my life, I had and I owned the loaf of bread that I'd just eaten. That's the reality. And I was the richest man in the world. And I've never been in debt since. And the only time I got in debt is when I started this new venture and got into margin. And it wasn't even a mistake then. It was a good lesson because I learned, kick in the teeth. I'm down 42 grand, but I'm not down anything. I've built a YouTube channel now, which which gives me just about an income. Not quite enough. If it wasn't from the support of my wife, I wouldn't have enough to survive. But if I wasn't living here, I would be doing this in my house in England, eating bread and water, and I would grow the channel until it could pay me to eat some fish and chips. And then I could start having some nicer food. But that's how I would do it. So don't tell me that you have got a debt, or you've got too high rent, or you can't earn any money, or life's too hard. Because I have lost my mum, my dad, my house, my business, my kids, bankrupt, 6 bulging discs, COVID destroyed my business, went to zero, and I built it from nothing. And I sat here for a year and built it from nothing. So anyone can do what I have done. So, am I going to be rich? No. But am I rich in love and friends and support? You're bloody right I am. And if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I'll be fine until I'm dead. And that's fine. So there you go. I hope that makes sense. And I hope that answers the question, because I know church has a lot of, frustrated, and he's not happy with his job. Work for yourself. Be creative. Make something up. There you go. Let me read through the comments. Martyn, it's fine in my book, but we just always butt heads on this buying topic. I'm trying to tell him 2008 was showing flash warnings. He wants to keep the optimism. Always. There is no point being negative. Negativity solves nothing. Energy, positivity solves everything. I don't care how low it goes. I don't care how bad it gets. I will never give up. I will never go away. I will be here every single day. And people like George turned around and now he supports the show. I wouldn't be surprised if he became a member. Space is up after hours, 468. Let's have a quick look. Space is up. Yes, it is. There we go. Talking about space. BTC, be your own bank church. There you go. Become your own bank. Oh, no. Here we go, Andrew. Knockout church. Doesn't like crypto. You can also bet against your Wow. Look at all these super chats coming in. Don't do that, guys. You know, if you start doing that, you get me emotional, right? I've just shared with you my deepest emotions. So you know that will get me going. Andrew, don't wind him up. Okay. When the war ends, the entire world will sigh and the money will absolutely flow like a relieved prostate. He's dead right, you know. He's dead right. Rio is the only stock worth an investment right now in gold. I don't agree with that at all. Martyn, my monitor job, it won't let me do anything with the hidden comments. With the hidden comments, hidden. Who's hidden a comment? I don't know why. Martyn, my monitor job, it won't let me do anything with the hidden comments. If a comment is hidden, you probably can't unhide it. I'm the only person who can do that. 40% return on Rio outperform everyone's favourite stock, even mine. And taxes are also guaranteed. Yeah, well said, Martyn. If you're happy in life, who gives a hoot? Taxes are not otherwise. IRS won't exist. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. Yep, that's life. That's what all the people say. I can do a good Frank Sinatra if you want to hear it. There we go. The younger you are, the more risk you can take. When you are older, you have to be more conservative. Very true. Yeah, Martyn, sorry. Yeah, Martyn, story is the bomb. My pleasure. I'm glad if it helps in any way. Sorry just keeping any posted. I'm not sure what that means there. I haven't walked a block, let alone a mile in Martyn's shoes. I haven't walked a block. That's a nice, I like that. The fundamental thing is that you have life, health, and strength. Exactly, Roger. Now that is real talk. Believe me, I am now living this way in life. Lovely. Great attitude, says Eric B. Don't forget, you're also lucky to live in countries that have opportunity. Indeed. Very true. You could be born in a country that's in the middle of a war. I changed my life too at 60 years old. You're never too old. Never too old to change your life. You can do whatever you want. And if someone says you can't, I've got a mortgage, I've got a loan, I've got a debt. No. You can walk away from your mortgage tomorrow and live in a tent. I've done it, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. You soon get a caravan. You soon buy a house again. Trust me, you can. That's me right now. Dick Jones, never got on two wheels again. Never get on two wheels again. I love my motorbike. That's good. You want to invest. I got back on my bike. I'd bring you a pasty. I'd love it. Here we go. We got some super chats just come in here. Cheers, Martyn. You are an inspiration to many. I don't aim to be. I just share my thoughts. That's all. Now let's celebrate. Hey, got another super chat. Where's market profit? Hey, Dick. Mine's a Honda. Harley. I hate Harley Davidsons. I tried one. That's like a giant fridge on wheels. What will people do with all their gold when the economy is shredded? I lost 75,000 in silly trades, mainly led by FOMO and leverage trading. But the loss trapped me into the beast. Within my annual income went from 60,000 to 180,000 in 18 months. None trading income. Thank you for that, MSK. Right, we've gone over time tonight. Loving the motivational speech, Martyn. MSK, you're very welcome. I want to celebrate 2 super chats today. Thank you so much for that support. That goes into running the show. It's what I live on. So thank you very, very much indeed. Let me celebrate the 2 super chats. So first of all, we had a super chat from Andrew Grady, I think it was. Here we go. Thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate it. Andrew Grady, thank you very much for your $10 super chat. Who else was it? There was another one. It was Eric B as well. Thank you so much indeed. Really appreciate that. All right, there you go. Oh, yeah. That's for Eric B. And Andrew Grady also gave me a great big super chat as well. Oh, hello. I've just had a surprise. There you go. I've just had a surprise. Something good's just happened. Remember what I said a minute ago? Good stuff always happens. Leah's come back. Leah's come back from the supermarket and she's bought whatever this is. This is some sort of like yogurty smoothie. Let's have a drink of this. Oh. There you go. You can't get better than a creamy strawberry flavored fruity strawberry smoothie. There you go. Excellent. Love it. I could have bought 20 mugs and a pair of shots. You could. I'm not feeling the zen. Temperature and pressure. Do we not need a song to calm down? Friday night, after the closing bell, we're going to go over to the music channel Friday night, and we're going to have a St. Patrick's party. Let me just bring the channel up a minute. No shorts, Andrew. Yeah, we're going to... let me just bring this up. This is my music playing in a minute. I'm trying to get my watch hours up. Doesn't really do much if I do it, but never mind. I'm trying. Here we go. So on Friday, on the music channel, so on the homepage of where you are now, look down, you'll see the music channel. This is it here. There will be a upcoming live stream posted. It's going to be all in green, drinking green beer, and doing a celebration. Can't wait to hear Big River again. Yes, you will hear it live on the show. Andrew Grady. Oh, hello. We got some celebrations here. Let's celebrate. We're after hours now. Shall we go to members only? I just tasted a bit of strawberry there. Oh, what is it? Mango. Leah, it's bloody lovely. Life is good. I'm having a bloody mango smoothie. How about that? Oh. Right. Oh, look at this. 5 memberships are being gifted. We've got some memberships. We've got a celebration here. We've got some members who have just won membership. Lots of people watching in the background, not speaking. You can now be upgraded on Discord. You can now have all the perks and benefits as a member. So let me give, if you are not, first of all, I want to give everybody this. Very, very important. It's starting to pick up speed now. The official, unofficial, unofficial Virgin Galactic single. There it is. Go and watch it. Loop it. Share it with your friends. It's already mango season. It is here in obviously Texas. I mean, I don't know. I've got no bloody idea. Anyway, there's the Virgin Galactic song. For those of you who just won free membership, you can now get access to Discord. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to Discord. The show's finished. This is after hours now, folks, right? After hours show. There is the Discord link. Okay? I want to upgrade all the members who have just won membership. So we've just had some memberships being donated by Andrew Grady. Gave 5 memberships away today. So 5 of you have just become a member. So let me go over to Discord, give you the Discord link again. All right. I can only upgrade you during a live show because we want to make sure that we don't have scammers and bots and stuff like that. So there you go. There is your Discord link. Come into the welcome all screen on Discord and I will see you and I will upgrade you on the show live. Bank of America starting to look good at Project Freedom. I have to be honest, I don't see it as a great buy. Because I own the banks in the S&P and I don't have to pick one. So I don't need to own a bank. I don't think the banks are going to make much money because of the new rules and legislation. They're going to get tied down. They're going to be very difficult to make money. I also don't see the traditional banks of the future. I see digital banks, crypto banks of the future. So I don't need to buy this when I already own it in the S&P 500. So for me, it's not a buy. Even though it's cheap, I don't see the benefit to it. Ah, yes. Credit Suisse is up after hours. I will answer that question now. ETORO. So this is my thoughts on why I don't believe there will be a World War III. I did actually answer it this morning. Somebody else answered this, and why I believe that there won't be a World War III, and why I believe that the war will be over quicker than we think. In World War I and World War II, we didn't have the communication the way we do now. The world was a very, very different place. Very, very different place. And there was never actually a world war. It was lots of wars that happened at the same time. It wasn't everybody fighting everybody. Not everybody was shooting everybody. Some people were living that had no idea a war was going on. There were people in England who had no idea that there was a war going on at all. But people were fighting different wars, different situations all over the world at the same time. And the reason why, essentially, if we just look at Adolf Hitler, for example, with Nazi Germany, they had interest in different parts of the world and they felt they could change the system. They felt they could destabilize the system and become a superpower, become an empire, change the world. Like England used to have an empire, the Roman Empire. All of that stuff is gone. It can't happen again because we live now in a global community. We can't just come to country. We can come to a country and we can invade, like Russia has invaded Ukraine, but we can't affect the whole world. So our manipulation and our power is not the same as it was in the First World War and the Second World War. A power could drop its influence around the world, all pop up at the same time, which is what happened in the Second World War, and try to change the structure of the world. That can't happen anymore. Because now it's about, people say it's about nuclear weapons. We don't have a world war because of nuclear weapons. It's got nothing to do with that. That is a deterrent. But the biggest reason is money, power, and corruption. And even though America is a superpower with nuclear weapons, and so is Russia, a nuclear power with nuclear weapons, it's nothing compared to its economic power and its money and its influence. And the West needs Russia. We need it. We sell them stuff and they sell us stuff, and we all help each other. We all benefit from each other. There is no benefit to bankrupting Russia. If we end up, the war comes to an end and the economy is destroyed in Russia, we're all going to be going over there, building, providing equipment, selling stuff, McDonald's open back up again, all this kind of stuff. So Vladimir Putin knows that. There is no point in starting a war and dropping a bomb on America, because he would get a bomb right back. There's no point. It serves no purpose. He can't do anything without the money he gets from somebody else. We all need each other. We're a global community. We're soon going to be living on Mars. And Mars will need Earth to supply them supplies, and so it will go on. We all need each other. So there's not going to be a third world war, because a third world war is completely different. And the reason why I think the war is going to come to an end sooner than later, it's not like Afghanistan, it's not like other wars, Yugoslavia, wars that went on for years and years, Pol Pot in Africa. It's not like that. It's a war that is affecting the whole globe. And people are tired of it. The poor people, of course, in Ukraine, different situation. They're the ones at the front line. They're the ones having a really bad time, obviously, right? The rest of the world is either funding it through weapons, doing sanctions, restrictions. We're all facing the pain and the difficulty of the war, and everybody wants it to come to an end. It needs to come to an end. People in America now in Congress are getting frustrated that we're sending all this money. When does it stop? We need to stop sending money. We need to stop sending bombs, and so on and so forth. And it's just churning on and churning on. So something soon is going to change the catalyst. And I think what will happen is somebody will come up with an idea where Ukraine can come to an agreement with Russia without anyone losing face. Russia will find a way to look like they will sell it to their country that they've won. And how they will do that is they will enter into some agreement which will be discussed in court over the next 100 years. Nobody will win. Nobody will lose. It will just go into a conversation that will happen behind the scenes. It's already happening now. Behind the scenes, politicians, people will be discussing forever in governments and legal courts, and it will just go on and on and on. But the day-to-day people and the day-to-day life and the day-to-day business will carry on. And we will think the war is over. We will think the war is over because people will stop shooting each other, construction will begin, things will look normal, but behind the scenes, there'll be discussions for years and generations. That has been going on forever in Israel, that has been going on forever in Ireland, and there's never been a solution. No one has ever backed down, no one has ever won, no one's ever lost. But it allows the whole system just to keep turning. And that's it. And that's what I think is going to happen. And when that happens, the economy is going to rocket up 20% overnight when we make the announcement of some kind of peace. There'll be no direct peace. The conversations will run and run forever. However, to the world, it will seem like the war has come to an end. That's what I think is going to happen. And that's what I think about that. Let's read some of your comments. He can run his planes into our drones. China is all over Africa. Middle East is getting fed up with Israel. Everyone's fed up with everything, aren't they? I'm even getting fed up with you, Churchy. I'm only joking. I'm always joking. I don't get fed up with anybody. I've got infinite patience. Interesting, but I'm not convinced. According to that, there's no explanation why it even started. Is there any reason why anything ever starts? Really? Not really, is there? Not really. We can find the day that someone said something to somebody about something, but at the end of the day, there was no justification. There was no reason to anything. As human beings, we do stupid things every day. We march into countries and start shooting each other. What's the point? What does it achieve at the end of the day? Nothing. USA is still getting involved in stuff that they've got nothing to do with us. It's just the way America is built. But trust me, why do you think America is so powerful? It gets involved in wars. Who then turns up to rebuild the country? The Americans. Do you not think when all this is over, American contractors won't be in Ukraine building all the factories again? Of course they will be. World War III is very possible. What do you mean by World War III, though? A few people fighting each other, like World War II? That wasn't really a world war at all. Anyway, I agree with you, Martin, but China want to be the next superpower, and they're starting to flex their muscles, and they will forever. But they're never going to become an empire. They're never going to just war. They're never going to invade America. That isn't going to happen. There's no reason why it would. They need America. We need China. Time to move to Greenland and get away from all these crazies. Hey, me and you, Church, we should live there. Is anybody in the green room yet? No, the broadcast lounge. Nobody wants to call in and have their say. Can't believe it. Then there's North Korea. Who does not care about anyone? I'm sure the people do. We've just got the government may have some funny ideas. The war is a catalyst for deglobalization, which ironically is a global trend. Does seem that way, doesn't it? Hiya, Bill. Great to have Bill in the house today. Shin Dynasty's here. He's got a lot of connections with China. I hear China are making general manufacturing companies to start manufacturing things for the army. Too heavy for me. Enjoy. Back on Monday. See you later, George Semaine. Thanks for being here. Another French Revolution-like event is definitely possible. No. USA is why Ukraine is the way it is today. USA is why Ukraine is the way it is today. Well, if it wasn't for the USA, and if it wasn't for England, and if it wasn't for NATO providing arms, then everybody in Ukraine would be taken over. And we can't allow countries to march into countries, European countries, and do that. So we can't just stand by and watch, can we? Anyway, there we go. We've come to the end of the show. Extended show. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm back in the morning. We will do our music concert Friday night. I hope you'll all join me on my music concert. If you are still helping me out, go to my music channel. Here is the link. Go to my music channel if you wouldn't mind ever so much. And there it is. There's my music channel. Click a playlist and let something play and run. I would really appreciate it. We are... we're about to get. We'll go as low as 3,000 watch hours because we've got that big chunk of hours to fall off tomorrow and the next day. We hit bottom, and then we start rising again, and we'll get the channel back up again. So thank you ever so much, everyone who's helped me on that. Really appreciate it. Okay, let me look at my overall portfolio. As you can see, we've broken all-time records tonight. I've never had over $45,000 in my portfolio without margin. I got as high as 48, but with margin. 45 without margin, fantastic. All-time record. So there are always opportunities, always ways to make money, even when the market is the way it is. There you go. Let's have a quick look at our crypto. Is our Coinbase situation. This is in addition then to the money we've got over there. We started at $1,000, so we're up to 65. So this is our $1,000 to $10,000 challenge, so that's good. Also, I've got my ledger here, 937,917. Bitcoin has fallen back a little bit. And I've started to buy, in Robinhood, I've started to buy some Ethereum. As it drops, a 5-10%, because I need it to transfer money in and out of my wallets. So I'm buying some Ethereum. There we go, to pay for the gas fees. Bit ridiculous, really, but that's how it works, right? Anyway, best thing UK did was Brexit. These frats are the problem with the world. Honestly, I don't know if we've benefited from it in England. There's pros and cons to it, really, if I'm completely honest. Crypto Magic, Andrew. Yay, crypto. Crypto Magic. Churchy doesn't like it, do you, Church? You don't like it. Martin, join the panel. What panel? Heading over to Paul Murray's show at 5. I haven't got time, Bill. Every minute of my day is worked out. Ukraine needs Yulia back. What is Yulia? NATO is the real issue. Wish the USA removed themselves from that clown show. It's an organization which has kept peace in Europe, for a very long time. I staked some ETH2. It will pay off. I'm actually earning 4% by staking my USDC. I like it. It's 4% for doing nothing. I quite like it. Anyway, I think we're done. Let me look in the broadcast lounge. Nobody in there. I was going to ask anyone to phone in. There's no one in there, so I'm going to shut down the broadcast lounge. Let me go to the welcome all. We got 5 members today. 3 memberships were given to you. Let me see if anyone is in welcome all so I can upgrade your account. No one's in there, so I don't have to do that. Okay. If you've just tuned in and you've not yet smashed the like button, we are low on likes this afternoon. Just smash the like button and give us a thumbs up. Hopefully, we'll get to 1 million views in 92 days and 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. God bless and good luck to all. Let's run the end credits. Oh, day trader of the day, please. We just gained another subscriber. 6,787. I'm going to make some videos tonight and do some shorts and see if I can get myself up to 800. What about the Australian bell tonight? What do you mean by that? The Australian bell. What is the Australian bell? I don't know what you mean by that. You mentioned it before, and I'm not too sure what you mean. So, that is too nice for words. Okay, now then, before I go, just going to give everyone the... Forgot it's those guys at 5 today. Oh, 5 o'clock. Okay. There you go. There's Discord. If you've not yet joined me, please, over on my Twitch. For those of you who don't know, for the new members, we give away a cash prize for free. You haven't got to do anything. Every first Friday of the month. And how you can win money, I give away the money I make in subscriptions on Twitch. And Twitch is owned by Amazon. And if you subscribe to me on Twitch with Amazon Prime Gaming, there is Twitch, using Amazon Prime Gaming, they will. It's like $2.95 a month. Amazon will pay for me as a tip, and on the first Friday of the month, I give it back to you. I have a raffle. Not a raffle, a draw, and right now I've got 6 subscribers on Twitch. So if you subscribe to me for free, it helps the channel grow because I actually get viewers come from Twitch. It promotes the channel, but also gives you the chance to support me, but it gives you the chance to make some free money. on the first Friday of the month, because I get paid once a month from Twitch. Okay, once a month from Twitch. If you are a subscriber, you'll be in the draw. And I'm running now on Twitch. It's completely free. Just use Amazon Prime Gaming. Link it with your Twitch account, because Amazon own Twitch. There's only one thing you need to do, is make sure that you manually subscribe every month. Many of you forgot to do it, because Amazon are paying the subscription out of Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, that's how it works. They pay the subscription. So they don't want to do it. You have to manually renew it every month. So if you do that, I can give away free money every first Friday. It's a nice draw. It supports me. You don't have to watch me on Twitch. You've just got to subscribe to me on Twitch. Okay? And the last thing is my 2 backups for the stream. Please go and follow me on Twitter. Should anything ever happen, I'll be able to contact you. And I've had my channel shut down 3 times. It happens. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, I won't be able to contact you. So please, everyone, do that. And lastly, if you want to join me on StockWit, which is the Twitter of the stock market, we have great conversations, and I could do with my Lucas Aid Army joining me. There is StockWits. Let me just check. I had 24 this morning. Let me see if anybody joined. No, still 20. Yeah, there we go. Let's read this comment here. My laptop was hot from all the Martyn Lucas music channels looping. Thank you so much, Mike. We've got to go down to go up. We're nearly. Tomorrow it'll all fall off. We'll hit 3,000 and then we'll come up. But there's nothing else going to fall off then. We'll be good. And I'll never let it get there again. Tio, in 2 hours, the Australian markets will open. And one day we might include that in the show. So, okay, we can do that. Tio roll, I could do that. I'm just trying to think. On a music show. So after hours here, we'll do a music show. We're doing it on Friday to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But of course, it won't be opening on a Saturday, will it? So if we do a music show one night during the week, we can ring the bell for Australia. That's where you're from. We will do that. Remind me and I'll make that happen, all right? Good evening, Schiffler Stephen. Good evening. We had a big night tonight. Go and check back some very personal stuff tonight on the show, if you missed it. I had the 10 the other day. Mike, wow, I had like 10 the other day. That would be awesome, Tio. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. My laptop was hot from all of it. We could do an Australia special, a showcase, some of their stocks. I am very happy to do that. We could have you call in. Who else is from Australia that can call in? We could have our Australians call in on Discord. We can have some webcam links from Australia. And that would be absolutely great. I'd love to do it. It would also speak to a whole new audience that could be hooked. How brilliant. I love it. I love it. Let's do an opening bell for Australia. One night we'll do it. Great. Over-the-counter stock. New Zealand Air. Brilliant. All right. So one night, it needs to be a weekday, midweek. So Monday to Thursday. Can't do a Friday, of course. Monday to Thursday. It's 2 hours from now, is it? Tio Roll, just to confirm, is it 2 hours from now? So it's at 6 p.m. in the evening here. We will do it. Put a fan on it and open another window there. I'll do that. All right. Or put ice cubes on the keyboard. Yeah, ice cubes is a good idea until it melts. I wonder how many windows I could run. Martin, any word on your gigs? Still, yes. Did you miss it? So basically, I begged for my job back. They moved me to a new venue, and it's all good. And I got paid yesterday for Saturday night's gig, and I'm there every Saturday instead. So basically, it was a political thing, getting me away from the moaning manager. So we're all good. The owners wanted me. They just moved me to a new venue, away from the guy who's always moaning. So it worked out all right. Bummer, nothing to do about it. Schifferler Stephen, New Zealand Air, great stock, just followed you on Twitch. Oh, fantastic. So, Schifferler Stephen, what you need to do now is, if you can, subscribe to me for free using Amazon Prime Gaming. If you've got to pay for it, you don't have to do it. But if you use Amazon Prime Gaming and renew it every month for free, I give that money away. And I'd love to give $1,000 away. And one day I will. When I have 1,000 subscribers, I will give $1,000 away, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me, promotes the channel, and then I give you back the money. All right. Okay. We just know some stocks we want to watch. Okay. Awesome. We're all going to do it. We're going to have an Australian ring the bell session. Let me put that in my notes. Let me put it in my notes. We're going to do that then. We're going to do an Australian ring the bell show for Tio. All right. Don't say I don't do anything for you. That's good news, Martin. $1,000 if I win. I'll just take them. Yes, exactly. Right now we've got 6 subscribers. There's a few people just come in now. Look. These are the people that just followed me. You now need to subscribe. Here we go. Let me share with you. Look. These are the ones that have just come in. Craig has just followed me. Michael, Kristen, Marcus, Manda. Look at that, all these follows. Wow, there's loads. Loads of followers. I don't know if they're all real ones, though. We do get some strange people on there, but there you go. It does happen. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for being with me for my extended show. We did have a bit of fun there. I hope you enjoyed it. Day trader of the day then. Let's see who wins. More followers on Twitch at the moment. Very nice indeed. Right, look at this. All-time record. We've now passed 45,209. Maybe, yeah, it's refreshing all the time. Maybe it's just gone down lower. Sorry, Dick, I'm sure it's there. You have to subscribe, though, if you want to be in the free draw. Okay, the money comes from the subscribers, not by following me. Okay? Okay, look, 45,209. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. My Roth IRA has broken $10,000. That is a new record. I've never had $10,000 in my Roth IRA. I'm so excited. Look at that. There you go. 10,000. What has done that? It is Amazon is going up. Coinbase is going up. What's making the money? Vorb is starting to recover, but it's simple. It's the S&P and Coca-Cola and VU. Simple stuff, really. Nothing too fancy. But there it is. 45.2. Very happy with that. Okay. Nice. Tax-free too. I want 10,000. I want 10,000. Well, I started with $5,000. It's now up to 45,209 a year and a half ago. And bearing in mind, I had no income. I had to build it all from YouTube. A year of no income at all. 0 for a year, 10 hours a day. That's it. No one helped me other than my wife supporting me and allowing me to be here. Other than that, I did it all on my own. Well, I did it with you. You are the reason why I'm here. Congratulations, Tizro. Thank you. I do it. Everyone else got a free one. You're still here. No water dancing. That was this morning. What are you on about? Right. I got to get out of here. Day trader of the day. Let's bring everybody up to date. No one has subscribed to me yet on Twitch. So you need to make sure you do that before the first Friday of the month. So, you need to do it now so you're already in. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Okay. Let's skip the commercial break and we'll do day trader of the day. You ready? Okay, here we go. I am down 0.37. Let's see who wins. Down 0.37%. And let's put a minute on the clock. Dick Jones, later everyone. See you soon. Join us Friday night for the St. Patrick's party, right? Make sure you don't miss that. 1 minute on the clock. Let's do it. Down 0.37. Down 0.38. Down 1.37. Down 0.1, which makes you the winner. No bloody idea. Always the same. Always the same. Down 0.1. Flight Channel is our winner. Thank you very much indeed for your honest trades. Give him a thumbs up, and here's the sound effects. Congratulations. No bloody idea, he said. Awesome. That's it from me. Right, I'm out of here. I've just hit another new record, 45,212. Lovely, isn't it? What a great way to do it. That's it. I'm done. I'm going to roll the credits. Thank you ever so much, everybody. We 6,788, 12 away. We should be there tonight when I do some shorts. But I'm pretty tired now. I've been here a long day. I don't think I'm going to do too much tonight. We shall see. It's 4:15 though. I might be able to do something. It's not too late. Right, let's roll the credits. Let's get out of here. See you back in the morning, folks. Let's see what we get on the credits tonight. Let's have a quick look. Okay, first of all, we have the stars of the show. We have the super chats. Thank you so much. Eric B and Andrew Grady. New followers. Look at all these followers on Twitch. Now, I'm going to say right now that some of those aren't real. We get some bots for some reason on Twitch from time to time. And by the morning, they all get deleted from Twitch. So there you go. Get some air. Get some air. Get some air? Is that what you mean? Get some rest. Yeah. I need to make videos. You see, it's the videos that make money, and the videos that get subscribers and grow the channel. But I have to, for me, the main focus is on growing the family, which is why I'm here every day. But sometimes I think, oh, I wish I could have some more time to make some more videos. But I get a bit tired by the end of the day. All right. Anyway, subscribers: Lance Fisher, Shelley Jordan. There's the members: Andrew Grady, Mike, Carlos Sanchez, Willow, George Semaine, and Neil Carver. There we go. That's it from me. Thank you ever so much, everybody that joined in today. Thank you all so much. I will see you back in the morning and we'll do it all over again. All right, let's bring this up here. Let's take that out of there. Credits. Until we meet again, that's it from me. Take care of your money. Take care of yourselves and each other. LOL Martin's honesty about the bots. Respect Martin. Yeah, I often get bots, mate. It's part of the thing. No point pretending, is there? What's the point of that? Lupin, goodbye. Lucas Loopers. See you all tomorrow. Let's see how things will look then. Things will be great. If they go down, I'll buy some more. If they go up, I hold them. Simple. Good night.